The improvements in computer hardware and the increased processing power and capacity over the years has led to many innovations. In music, perhaps the most important was the arrival of the audio interface. It changed recording forever. Improvements in audio interfaces and associated software started a revolution in home recording. Now we are in a position where we need to look for the best low-latency audio interface. There are many products available to choose from best low-latency audio interface, each with different characteristics, benefits, and prices. To help you make a perfect decision, I did deep research, read tons of reviews, and compiled a list of the best low-latency audio interface from reputable brands. After much research, I found these products much helpful for people like you. If you want to know about the price and other information, be sure to check my description. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Number 1. The Cosrite Scarlet Solo USB Audio Interface. The Cosrite was founded in Buckinghamshire, England, by Rupert Neve in 1985. Mr. Neve designed desks and consoles for Beatles producer Sir George Martin. So, we can safely assume he knows more than most. It's a compact little machine measuring just 7.68 by 2.09 by 1.32 inches and weighing just over 1 pound. It has a tough little red aluminum chassis, so it can take a few knocks. As a result, it's one of the most durable low-latency audio interfaces you can buy. However, being so small and light, it is easy for it to move around the desk when everything is connected. I suppose that is the price you pay for a compact unit that doesn't take up much space. On the front panel, there are two combination inputs for XLR and jack plugs. Each input has its own gain control with a circular halo that lights up. Depending on the level of gain you apply, the halo will go from green to red. This little interface gives an exceptional performance with latency-free monitoring. It is 24-bit, with a maximum sampling rate of 192 kHz, so the quality is high. Plus, you don't need a power supply as the USB connection. Number 2. MAudio USB Audio Interface. MAudio is a company that is well known for its MIDI interfaces. This audio interface is a versatile unit that has a cost-effective price tag. And that alone could make it the best low-latency audio interface. It has a very solid look about it, measuring 6 by 7.8 by 2.76 inches. Additionally, it weighs just under 2 pounds, and has been designed to look nice, and it has a certain style that is appealing. Maybe in doing so, they have created something that I personally don't like. More on that later. There are two high-Z guitar inputs on the front with a headphones output and a phantom power switch. The layout is quite expansive. This is not a big audio interface in terms of its physical size. But whilst there are plenty of controls and two displays occupying the top, it does not seem cluttered. On the left of the interface are two gain controls that are linked to LED displays. These displays show the amount of gain being applied and have a clipping indicator. Below the gain control knobs are mic pad switches, one for each channel. These will reduce the input signal by 10 decibels if required. Some good features for sound control and low latency monitoring. Impressive audio quality at a reasonable price point. Number 3. PreSonus Studio USB Audio Interface. In many ways, the PreSonus Studio is a similar audio interface to what we have just seen with the Cosrite. This is also made very much with the home recording market in mind. It has a solid build, with its aluminum casing measuring 7.09 by 6.3 by 1.77 inches and weighing just 1 pound. Easy and compact to carry around with you if you need to. As a result, it's one of the best portable low-latency audio interfaces on the market. All the controls and most used connections are on the front panel for convenience. There are two combo XLR and jack plug inputs for instruments and mix, and any other line-level inputs. To the right, there are controls for levels for each of the channels, a volume for the monitors, and another for the headphone output. The fifth dial is a mixer that will enable direct monitoring. Above the mixer control is the phantom power button. It is easy to set up and use and delivers a good standard of audio quality, courtesy of a 24-bit 192 kHz sampling. Number 4. The Cosrite Scarlet USB Audio Interface. There are 4 mic line inputs. 2 of those are high headroom inputs for instruments. Each input has its own gain, and there is a master monitor volume. They feature Cosrite's renowned preamps with the air setting. The air setting will reproduce the effects of the original ISA mic preamp. This will give your vocal or acoustic instrument recordings a little more brightness. Each mic preamp has a pad that allows you to control any higher level signals and prevents any clipping. There are 2 sockets for headphones, each having its own volume control. This allows both the artist and the engineer the chance to monitor during the recording. Therefore, it's one best dual monitoring low latency audio interfaces you can buy. Finally, 2 buttons for phantom power. High performance converters give you 24-bit 192 kHz results, ensuring the recording and your playback are clear and defined. And, of course, a low latency performance goes without saying. The 18i8 gives you 2 line outputs more than the previous Cosrite generation. Also, for dual monitor setups, there is speaking switching. Included with the 18i8, you get a range of recording tools. The build is typical for customer, so at home or on the road, it will last apace. An excellent audio interface at a great price point. Number 5. Universal Audio Polo Audio Interface. If you do happen to be looking for a high-end low-latency audio interface for use in a home studio, then this may be of interest. Having said that, it is an interface that takes a little understanding of how these things work and might not suit a beginner. These are spread out a bit, possibly to ensure the unit doesn't look cluttered as some do. However, I am not sure about placing the two combo inputs, XLR and jack on the rear of the unit. Doesn't make it easy to plug mix in. Also, on the rear are left and right line outputs and the Thunderbolt cable socket. On the front, there is just a single jack socket input and a headphones output. The top is where the majority of the control and monitoring features are located. And these are certainly easy to see if not to initially get to grips with. There are VU meters and below some button options, including high pass, input selection, and phantom power. There is also a pad control for lowering the gain, polarity reverse, and a link for stereo use and control. On the right side, there is a large volume gain control and buttons for preamp and monitor. Using the monitor button, you can control the volume of headphones or monitors. With the preamp, you can control the input you have selected. Plenty of control possibilities. Good audio reproduction with plenty of software and plugins provided. That's all from my end. I make helpful videos daily, so do subscribe my channel. If you need more information or if you want to know product price, do check out my description. For any kind of problem, please comment below. Stay updated with our cool products as it will make your life much more easier.